What do you like to play?
Pokemon!
Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. What do you like to play?
Pokemon!
Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. You see?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Batmon, bringing you my very first NU match. And NU was actually pretty fun. I met this guy on the Schmogan Battle Finder once again. His name was Zeroark. He stayed long enough for me to get his name. And let's get on to the battle. Actually, first off, NU has been kind of dogged on for not having a good rapid spinner, but who needs a rapid spinner when you have a magic bounce Natu to bounce those rocks back? That was sexy as hell. I'm gonna start nightshading that friggin' what is this thing called? Marsh Stomp, because, you know, Nightshade is probably the best move to have on a Natu, considering Natu's terrible attack stats. But he gets a crit. As you see there, it's not gonna do that much because Natu is max HP, max defense, awesomeness, and even a torrent boosted waterfall is still gonna do jack diddly balls, as Panobi would say. I'm gonna go for another roost, trying to get as much HP as I can back before I take out the Marsh Stomp, but he actually goes out into a Slowking, and the way he brings this thing in, I know it's either a Nasty Plotter or a Calm Minder, so I'm gonna switch out, go into my Lantern to hopefully get a Toxic off on this thing, and I was right, he does go for Calm Mind. Not too scared though, because Lantern can definitely take hits from a Slowking, especially only at +1. I am able to land the Toxic, so that's great, and he's gonna hit me with a Psychic. A +1 Psychic from a Slowking only does about a quarter to a Lantern, which is just freaking amazing. Lantern, I don't even know, you're so good at taking those special hits. And he's gonna switch out now, and I'm just gonna go for, you know, not gonna overpredict, gonna go for a Discharge, and obviously it's not going to do anything to Marsh Stomp because he's part ground, but Lantern is actually faster than Marsh Stomp. Going to take it out with a Scald, so no rocks for you, goodbye. After some leftovers, he's going to send out his Jump Fluff, and obviously I don't want to stay in and take the grass move, so I'm going to go into Natu and hopefully take it really well, but he actually goes for Sleep Powder, Magic Bounce that back, and it misses, so that was pretty funny. But it actually helps me out a little bit because he goes for a Swords Dance, as I go for a Thunder Wave because this is a Parafusion Natu. You've seen it before in another one of my battles, and it just works to perfection right here because I get him confused and paralyzed. He's going to hit himself, and that's going to do a lot after a Swords Dance. So I'm just going to Nightshade. And yeah, it's still going to do 100 damage. He's going to snap out of confusion, hit me with a +2 Flight Gem boosted Acrobatics. And I live! I live with 5, and I roost it off as he gets Parahaxed for the first time, actually. He gets paralyzed. And that's okay, because, you know, paralyzed is good, you know. But he gets paralyzed again, and that really sucks. So I'm going to roost just so he can hit me with an Acrobatics, because 2 Parahacks in a row, that's really unfortunate, and I'm just going to take him out with a Nightshade. I'm glad I finally get a good game to show off my awesome Natu set, because Natu is just so much fun to use. I mean, Magic Bounce in lower tiers, no one ever expects it. So, yeah, Stone Edge, I know it's coming. Going to Tangela to take the hit, of course, because Tangela can take the hits for days, and days, and days, and weeks, and years, even months. That's right, even months. But gonna go for Leaf Seed. Know he's gonna want to switch out into his Aldino. Well, I didn't know he's gonna switch out into his Aldino, but I'm glad he does because I get a lot of HP back with that, and I'm able to put it to sleep. So this thing isn't gonna cause me any kind of troubles. No Wish passing, no Ice Beaming shenanigans that it usually does. And it's Leaf Seed, so my team should get a pretty good amount of HP if I want to switch out. But I don't switch out, because I know he's going to switch, and I'm going to hit something with a knockoff, hopefully catching it off guard. Out comes the Butterfree, and look at this. I knock off its Focus Sash. Best play of the match, definitely going in the top plays. Faux show. But Tangela is able to take the Bug Buzz from a Butterfree, which is pretty impressive, I must say. And I switch out, go into my Lantern, knowing another Bug Buzz is coming my way. And I know for sure he's going to go for Sleep Powder next turn. But I don't know how the sleep mechanics would work. Well, I know how they would work, but I don't know if I would be breaking Sleep Claws if I go into my Natu and put him to sleep with his own Sleep Powder. I didn't want to mess with that and cause any kind of ruckus, so I just stay in. He puts him to sleep. Gonna go for Quiver Dance now, though, but it's not a big deal because Sulk can outpace because I am Scarfed, Hit him with the Stone Edge. That is overkill, and yeah, Butterfree caused me no trouble at all. He's obviously going to go into his Gabite now to resist the Stone Edge and force me to switch out, which I have to. He's going to hit me with an Outrage. I'm just going to sack my Lantern now because it's sleeping. Not really going to have any more use for it. It's closely in the match, and lol 69 lived with 69 HP after, then I got some leftovers. But, yeah, another Outrage is going to take me on. He gets confused, though. Kind of hoping for the 3-turn Outrage. Then I can go into my King's Con and smack him in the face with a Fake Out, which I just go for now because it's free damage, and free damage is good. Goes into his Slowking, though, which takes it pretty well, so I'm guessing this thing has a lot of defense investment because, you know, it's a calm mindset, so obviously it'll probably have some defense to make up for it and just be a super tank. But 2 frustrations should be enough to take it out, along with the Toxic. But he doesn't get the burn, so I am going to be able to take him out with another frustration, and this game is looking pretty much mine for right now. Slowking goes down, I get hurt from Life Orb. Out comes Gabite once again. I'm gonna hit it with the Sucker Punch. I know it's not going to take it out, but it does a lot because it's probably Scarf and not Eviolite. And Dragon Claw, easily gonna take me out, Farjao. I'm gonna go into Shoe now, or Sock. Geez, my own nickname screwed me up. Hit him with a close combat. Obviously, it's going to take out his derp along with his other derp, which is super effective against. And yeah, goodbye on Dino. Didn't do anything this match. Great job. But I actually don't have Sturdy on this Sock. I have Inner Focus, so I don't want to. This is just like a backup plan in case everything fails and he just like crits all of my pokes. I know I can take an Outrage with him, but even an Outrage doesn't take out my Tangela from that range. Go switch out, try to get some Regenerator, and go into my Brass Monkey, and take an Outrage, surprisingly. Was not expecting to live that. But he hits himself in Confusion. I take him out with Grass Knot. Not a big deal. I was hoping I get to get another kill with Natu, but hey. Brass Monkey, you got a kill. Great job. And that was a super fun game, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts of NU. Please leave a like, and stay tuned for the top plays. Hello and welcome to Batmon's top plays of the game. Starting us out at number 3 is Natu coming in on the predicted Stealth Rocks, bouncing those things back on his side of the field, and that was just some sexy moves right there. Number 2, once again, is Natu, but this time it's just showing the sheer epicness of its set by Thunder Waving and confusing this Jump Bluff so it hits itself and can just eventually take him out with a series of Nightshades and, well, I get some Roost back here, but eventually just going for Nightshade and taking him out. The number 1 play of this game. You probably thought I was joking, but no, I was dead serious when I said this was number 1. And because look at this, Butterfree comes out, takes 25 or 50% from Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna knock off his Focus Sash. That was such a crucial moment in the game. That pretty much just won it for me right there. Just kidding about that, though. But guys, hope you enjoyed, and please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you really want to. And as usual, have a great day.